Hello everyone. In this blissful morning, I would like to welcome all of you to this forum which is going to talk something controversial. Now, I will introduce our panel. The first is Miss Nurul Jannah, the second one is Miss Komatis, followed by panel number 3, Miss Farah Natasha, and the last one is Miss Fateh Nadira and myself, Siti Nurhafisa, as the moderator for today. So our topic is gender equality, discrimination against women. So what is gender equality? Gender equality means that men and women have equal power and equal opportunity in every single aspect, including financial independence, education, and personal development. So these issues are not focused on the woman alone, but is the relationship between the men and women in the society. But unfortunately, the ones that have been left out is the women. So why do women need to face this kind of discrimination? So in this forum session, we will discuss more further about what kind of discrimination that has been happening. So without wasting any time, let's begin with the Miss Nurjana. Have you ever encountered some kind of discrimination in the housework? And would you like to give your thought regarding this issue?
Assalamualaikum and good morning. I greet to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank the organizer for inviting me today. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, gender equality in Malaysian household is still very traditional, where men are expected to be the breadwinner and women are expected to be the caregiver. The so-called traditional household have not changed despite the continued effort for gender equality. According to one study, 95% of Malaysian women were involved in household chores, while men only 44%. What has made the situation worse is even the breadwinning wife still don't get equality at home. There's one study, a research made from the United States said that a woman does housework more than the husband even though they are working full time. In fact, uh, studies show that women spend more time on doing housework even though the husband only stay at home. From this moment, it proved that women always getting the short end of the stick. Ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia has been through a lot of development. However, in terms of empowering women, we haven't done enough. Our women now are engineers, doctors, and businesswomen. But still, why are household chores still a woman's job? How can we change it? Basically, there are some ways a solution that can be used in our family to make the division of chores more fair. First, you can create a schedule of chores to all family members. For example, assign who will do the dishes, do the laundry, and who will take out the trash. From me, this schedule helps you to get the chores done faster and then give more free time to spend with family. Second, get the children involved early, especially the young boys. The involvement of children in doing chores at a young age can help them learn skills that they can use when they grow up. Besides, it also helps them to build a sense of responsibility and self-reliance. In short, for me, gender equality in Malaysian household still needs to be improved. However, we can make a little changes to make the unequal division of chores more equitable. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you for that opinion and explanation, Ms. Jannah. I agree that both men and women should perform their own responsibility when it comes to house chore because a woman is not a robot that can do all the work by themselves. So stop being a traditional mindset because when it comes to house chore and start practicing a good management. So we'll move on to the next panel, Ms. Komatis. One of the issues that related to our topic today is discrimination at work. Which could you explain the discrimination at work based on your knowledge?
Greetings to the moderator and my fellow panels, and also the audience as well. First of all, I would like to thank for giving me the opportunity to talk about the discrimination of women at workplace. There are two subtopics, which are the wage gap and the glass ceiling. The wage gap. There are several dimensions of the problem of the wage gap. First, there is the classic case of a man and a woman doing exactly the same job, whether in a factory or on the stock market floor. but the women being paid less for it. Second, women are often paid less than men for work for equal value. This type of discrimination is usually based on horizontal occupational segregation by sex. For example, the level of education and experience required to work in a certain job might be the same, but women are paid less. Example, chauffeurs, the taxi drivers are usually paid more than the cleaners and the receptionists as well. Third, women earn less on average than men in their lifetime and thus also receive smaller pensions when they are retired. In addition to the two factors mentioned above, there are several other possible explanations for this phenomenon. We, Women work less during their lifetime, calculating periods of maternity leave and part time work, and women have less of a career as they are often discriminated against when it comes to the promotions to the higher earning post. This is usually called vertical occupational segregation by sex. The glass ceiling. When it comes to the promotion, women are routinely passed over. The higher the post, the less likely a woman, even one as qualified as a male colleague or even more qualified, is to get. Women who manage to break through this called glass ceiling into decision making positions remain the exception to the rule, as even in female dominated sectors where there are more women managers are disproportionate number of men rise to the more senior positions. Not only this, there are so many criteria experienced by women in their daily life. But since I'm having a limited time, I will say thank you for now.
Such a good point, Miss Komatis. Thank you for the explanation about the wage gap and the glass ceiling. So I personally believe that most of the women out there will experience the wage gap issue because it can see into the salary and it is related to our personal income. So logically, we have same type of job value, but why women are being paid less? Therefore, we must recruit the worker based on the talents, experience, and skills, not because of the gender. Moving into the next part, I often hear about face shaming, body shaming. So my question to the third panel, Ms. Farah, this type of discrimination will make the victim feel shameful and some of them try to change their look by plastic surgery. So what's your view regarding this problem and what are the impacts?
Before anything else, I would like to thank the organizer for inviting me to this forum today. And a very good morning also to Ms. Hafizah panels and everyone listening to this forum. Okay, so as we all know, plastic surgery is not an unfamiliar topic nowadays. According to American Society of Plastic Surgery, ASPS, a total of 14.9 million cosmetic procedures are done in 2019 only, which it has increased by 2% since 2018, and about 90% of them are females. This is because of the beauty standards that were set in people's minds. Discrimination towards women due to their beauty standards are real. It's just that there are still some people that believes that it's not. And okay, so how do we know this? Because when a person is thin waist, they call them anorexic. When they have a large waist, they call them obese. Tall, a pole. Mid, a short, a midget. And majority of females that undergo these plastic surgeries are actually insecure about their visual due to the bullying that has been done towards them, either face to face or even online. If things comes to worse, this would and may be the cause of someone's death. Suicidal rates have been increasing annually. Did you know that individuals with eating disorders such as anorexia nervosa and bulimia nervosa commit suicide more often than individuals who do not have these eating disorders? It's because of it's because they want to achieve the perfect body image that is set by the society, especially in South Korea. Almost all of the females that I know have done plastic surgery on their nose or even on their eyes. But even have after having their whole face reconstructed, idols still get criticized by netizens about their weight. A number of idols has committed suicide due to this criticizing. And this kind of mentality and belief in society should really be changed. Okay, so I think a lot of people in the world would feel like they are not beautiful enough. And so why do we need to worsen it and make them feel worthless? I think no matter how pretty a person may be, the heart is supposed to be the only thing that matters. Your niyat, nawai tu. I'm taking this opportunity right here to say all of you out there, you are worth 1,000 stars, so don't let the beauty standards of society say otherwise. That's all from me. I hope the information that I shared today was helpful. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Miss Farah, for your sharing. So, analytically, when someone criticizes the way you look, there are a type of people will ignore, but there's also a type of people that started to overthinking because they think they doesn't even fit into that kind of beauty standard mindset. So, this how a simple comment can destroy someone's life. Therefore, as a woman, we should be grateful for the way you are and don't let the society ruin your happiness and even waste your life. Love yourself. So last but not least, I will bring this discussion more interesting. So my question to the last panel, Ms. Fatin, I'm pretty sure that you had known the hot issue, which is the rape that has been happening in every region. So there, some people solely say that the problem of this issue is the woman herself. So may I know your justification regarding this issue?
Thank you, Ms. Hafisa. First and foremost, I would like to thank the organizer for inviting me to share my thoughts on this forum. Assalamualaikum and very good morning I bid to the panels and the audience. As we all know, in most rape cases, the female victim is blamed by the netizens instead of the perpetrator. In these modern days, it is called rape culture. Rape culture is actually an environment in which rape is prevalent and in which sexual violence against women is normalized and excused in the media and popular culture. Apparently, rape culture exists in Malaysia too, as people frequently blame the victims. They blame the victims' clothes and behavior. As most Malaysian is Muslim, most of them shift the blame to the victims for what they wear because in Islam, women should wear modest clothes. For example, there is a recent case where a religious man allegedly raped a woman, and the public reaction was sided with the perpetrator, saying that they should not reveal the religious man's disgrace and should not spread the news because it might be slander. Moreover, some even said that the victim was stupid for following a man into their house at midnight. This should not be happening because it is for a fact that the man is at fault for not being able to hold his lust if he indeed committed the horrendous crime. As the case is still ongoing, we can only pray that the truth will unveil. As for the victims, the incident has greatly tormented their memory. It will live in their memory for the rest of their life. Only a matter of time they will be able to get over it. But the question is, how do they feel at the moment? Besides, people are blaming them for what has happened, which causes more pressure on them. The shame the victim is feeling and symptoms of anxiety will worsen, making them feel disconnected from the world when victim blamed by netizens. Moreover, the victim is trying to recover from the rape assault, and when victim blame, they will eventually blame themselves too. Most importantly, after they are victim blamed, they are less likely to come forward in future assault as they are afraid they will not be believed. Overall, it may be said that the victim should never be victim blamed by us as human beings for the sexual assault as it greatly affects the victim and they should be helped and supported when they try to reach for help. That is all from me. I hope what I shared today will raise awareness about victim blaming and
Thank you, Miss Fatin. I love your energy through your speech. So I totally agree with every sentence of your explanation because a woman who has never been in that kind of situation will never understand what the victim is feeling. So rape is a crime, it's not a mistake. So blaming the victim is not reasonable because the man is the one who commits the crime. So as a society, we should change our mindset and avoiding the victim blaming and stop defending the wrong one. So unfortunately, we have like run out of time. So just sum up today's topic. All of our panels have shared with a various kind of problem that have been faced by all the women out there. Therefore, discrimination against women is a critical issue because it can lead to violence. Even for a long time, our economic prosperity will be affected. Why? Because women also contribute to development of the country. If this issue continue, most likely that women will lose power and even their own rights to live inside this world. So we need society that value both gender. Just respect all the gender and stop discriminating against women. Remember, gender equality is a human right. Thank you for all the panels and audience. See you next time. Assalamualaikum.